Hi, I'm Michael Burke, and this is Money Talks.
Hi, today's show is brought to you by Total Furniture, your friends in the furniture business, where you save 20 to 50% off name brands. Open for to save you more. 8400 75th Street in Kenosha, open Friday through Monday. Today I'm with Devin Sutherland, Executive Director of Downtown Racine Corporation for how many years now?
Almost 12.
Wow.
Right.
We're going to be talking, this is one of those times when there have just been a lot of new business activity in recent months. So we're going to start off with that,
Great.
kind of a recap, and then with whatever time remaining, we're going to talk about some of this cool stuff that you see behind us and explain that. So maybe why don't we start with the Indian motorcycle dealership that opened within the last couple months?
Yeah, certainly. I hope everyone's seen or heard about the Picaro Indian dealership of Racine in the old. Most of us refer to the Historic Century Market building, but I think Co-Watch Motors, the old natives of Racine remember it that way. But there's been significant investment in the building, and it looks fantastic. And the energy that business has already created on 6th Street is just phenomenal. If you were to go up on a Tuesday night, and there's a couple hundred motorcycle riders there of all varieties, not just Indian, but Harley.
In fact, mostly Harley, I think.
A little bit of everything. In fact, and there were street bikes and dirt bikes and three-wheel motorcycles up there when we were there last weekend. But they have these events every Tuesday, a live band on the parking lot, and it just has brought so many people to that neighborhood and lots of new energy. And my understanding from them is that sales have been strong and they're really pleased. People seem to really like the Indian motorcycle brand, or it's a major transition for people in Wisconsin, but they build their
home of Harley Davidson.
Yeah, home of Harley Davidson, but they're well-built bikes, and Dickie, who's the manager up there, is certainly a guy that knows a lot about motorcycles and a really nice guy to do business with.
Yeah. I went by there last Thursday evening, and there was a ton of activity. I'm not sure why that was, but
I think they were doing some events last Thursday and Friday. They had a group meet there. They were out to Krautfest and back as part of a group ride together.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be? It definitely is a destination business. Do you think there will be much spillover effect for the other businesses on 6th Street, or is it just more a feeling of?
Yeah, I think so. No, I think certainly when we have events downtown, there's some good synergy there. But also, we happen to be trying out the new restaurant we'll talk about next across the street on Tuesday night. There certainly were a number of people who clearly were down for the event at the Indian dealership that were coming in to have dinner as well. So,
good.
So certainly I think there's going to be some strong ties to other businesces there. Maybe we've got a clothing store across the street. There's certainly some good ability to do that.
Good. Okay, well, let's jump across the street. We were in the north side of the 500 block of 6th Street. Let's jump directly across and talk about the new Krung Thai.
Krung Thai moved in, opened up just over a week ago. Good operator who has lots of experience in the restaurant business. The address is 515. Many years ago, probably going back 7, 8, 9 years ago, Wilbur's Barbecue was in there for a very short amount of time. But the building has really sat empty for a long time. Randy Kong, who probably everybody in town knows, owns the Oddfellow convenience store on Main Street. Randy purchased the building and got a tenant in there right away. They did a lot of renovations. Place looks great, nice table settings, white cloths on the tables, and food's very fresh and prepared, well prepared, and it's going to be another great addition to that.
That's quite the thing to have 2 Thai restaurants now in downtown Racine.
Yeah, I felt like, for me, I have so many options downtown, so I try to.
Sure.
So I'm not a regular anywhere, I guess I'd say, but it's different. I felt like it was a different style menu. It was a little different than.
We're talking about sticky rice.
Sticky rice, yeah. I mean, sticky rice has always been one of my favorites, my wife's favorites, and I ordered my usual, and it was a different meal, very different, but still just as good. So
Great. Well, let's fly across the river to the old what was Chart Room Charlie's and talk about Wharf 209, which just opened just weeks ago.
Well, the Curtin family has a long tradition of running great hot spots in Racine. They spent many years at the Oasis.
Oasis, they're the ones who woke that up.
Right, definitely. And in addition to running the furniture store downtown and a floor covering business, and I mean, they've got their hands in a lot of things. It's just very entrepreneurial family.
Yeah.
And as a patron of the chart room in the last couple of years, it was needing some new energy, I think, and some invigoration. And certainly the curtains have done that. We're hearing great reviews from that as well. And what a great place to just go sit out on the deck and have a drink or a bite to eat and watch the boats come in and out down the Root River.
And they call themselves a pub restaurant, but with really high quality pub food. So that's what it is.
Definitely, yeah. I haven't eaten there yet, but we're hearing good positive feedback, and got some friends working there, and they're having a great summer there as well. So.
Okay, now let's talk about Main Street right across from your office, the new R&D executive function.
So Roger Carson's the owner there. He's run a clothing store in Racine for a long time on Memorial Drive. Wanted to get into the business of executive type clothing, so suits, sport coats, shirts, slacks, and those types of things. And the place just really looks fantastic.
It does.
And
it does.
It's well laid out. They've done a nice job, and we're really optimistic of some great things to come from them as well.
You don't expect to find a lot in clothing in downtown Racine. You know, that mainly when Regency Mall was built kind of sucked all the the clothing energy out here, but to have it back is fantastic.
I think some of that's changing too, just in style, in terms of the way people shop. You know, if you're buying your men's suit, you're buying even dress shirts. You know, your options are fairly limited in Racine now. You've got the Men's Warehouse, and maybe you'd go to the Boston store, but Penny's is gone, Sears is gone. So your options are pretty limited. People like a little higher level of service these days too when you're buying those types of things. Certainly we've got a large population of men who dress for business downtown between the bankers and insurance folks and stockbrokers. And
I sure hope they get the word out, and you guys can help them get the word out so people think about them as a viable option. Let's jump back down to 6th Street and talk about Third Coast Bicycles. Not brand new, but...
Not brand new, but boy, Don Heckel has been a major retail focal point in downtown for a number of years in a very small space. He's been working really for over a year to get moved to 406th Street. Got more than double the square footage he had, and I rarely walk in there when the place isn't pretty busy. And certainly we've heard about the other bicycle shop in Racine closing, and so we would anticipate that would just certainly help him continue to grow that business over there. And
he's got a really nice, he really loved that spot, and I drive by there on my way into work every day, and there's a lot of energy around that.
A lot of energy, very busy, and you know, Don's one of those guys too. You don't have to own a $1,000 bike or $10,000 bike. You know, I've got a $100 bike, and I still take it in. He repairs the brakes and greases it up and gets it ready every year. My kids' bikes and those things. So he offers a lot there.
Yeah. Back to Main Street, Twice Baked Pottery.
Yeah. So Scott Obenberger is the owner of that. We opened that up, I think, probably 2-3 months ago now. But Scott had been a attorney doing criminal law and decided that it was time for a life change for him. And so
that's a great story.
Yeah, it's a great story, and he's
got away from his high-stress job. Now he makes it there and he sells it there.
He makes it there. He sells it there. He actually lives upstairs, so he's getting accustomed to kind of urban living as well. He also has a number of other artists who show their pieces and works in his business as well, and been a great addition to the Main Street.
I know you wanted to mention Upscale.
Yeah.
What is it called exactly?
Upscale Hair Salon. They were formerly located in the 600 block of 6th Street. They've moved to 424 Main Street, and boy, the place is just busy all the time. It's a beautiful salon. They've done a great job with the decor and art, and everything about them is just really first class.
I need to step inside there because it looks good from the outside.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job, and I had one of the operators come in last week. They just love downtown. They're looking for an apartment. She'd like to live downtown where she can walk to work, and so it's nice to see that kind of commitment to the neighborhood too.
I want to just bring in also the fact that the marina is just doing great this year. They're off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, if Mother Nature would cooperate, it would certainly be even better. But Carrie and the group from Siegel Gallagher have done a great job, and numbers are up, and all the boaters we talked to are very happy. You know, there's been some. You know, the boaters' lounge has been remodeled. The docks are being fixed up and renovated.
They're doing a ton of work.
And you know, certainly we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge Tom Landerman and his family's work
Yeah.
in the restaurant.
Yeah.
That has certainly,
Reef Point Brewhouse.
Reef Point Brewhouse, that has certainly made that a much more enjoyable place to be. You get a great meal, or you just go have cocktails, you can sit on that beautiful deck and look over the lake, and
Yeah.
they're doing a lot of live entertainment, so great things happening there.
I interviewed one boater who had been at Winthrop Harbor last year, and they didn't just come to this year. They and 7 other boats in their whole dockyard, because it was all their friends.
Group,
and
yeah.
So that kind of thing's happening. Let's, we don't have a ton of time left, but we want to talk a little bit about this year's public art.
Yeah, so I think we talked about it a little bit before, but we, this year we created a contest for artists, and it was a juried show, and we wanted to celebrate Racine, and not just Racine downtown or Racine proper, but Racine County. And so we asked folks to, whatever the content was, had to include something about Racine County. So we ended up with over 80 entries. We kept 45 of the 80 out of the jury show. If people haven't been downtown, we have taken pictures of this size, reproduced them on the large street banners, and so the exhibit is being showed on the banners throughout downtown.
Which is a whole new way of
Whole
displaying
new
the art.
way, yeah. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week exhibit now. You're not dependent upon a merchant being open to see the work. So what we did is we took the original artwork, and we will be selling those as the fundraiser to support the event. We had an event at Wingspread back a few weeks ago, and we gave sponsors the opportunity to buy the artwork first. About half of them sold. What we're going to do with the entire collection, so all 45 pieces are going to be on exhibit in the old West Marine. We're creating a pop-up gallery there at 427 Main, and they'll be open the 30th of June, the 1st and 2nd, from noon to 5. The 3rd is actually First Friday, so we'll be open noon to 9 p.m. on First Fridays, closed on the 4th, and open again on the 5th.
Is that what you mean by pop-up? That it's
Yeah, you take an
open
empty
and
retail.
dispersed?
Yeah, you take an empty retail space and you create a little art gallery out of
okay.
it. So we'll have the entire collection on. The pieces
Show
that
that in here.
haven't sold will be available for the public to leave a sealed bid for. And I think it'd be kind of fun to connect it with First Fridays and take advantage of all the
You're going to sell them by sealed bids?
by sealed bids, right?
Oh, interesting.
So
With a minimum or what?
minimum's $100,
Okay.
and then again you can leave a bid any time during that entire week, and then we'll let them know the following week who the winner is.
Do you want to show
Yeah,
that
sure.
one?
This is the last one, and if we've still got time, I was telling you earlier, this one I really get a kick out of. This is called Zoo Animals by Day, Party Animals by Night. Brenda Lois is the artist, and when my wife and I moved here, we spent
Zoo animals by day, party animals by night.
right.
Nice.
And I think it's kind of a play on animal crackers and those types of things. But when we moved here, we spent a weekend here, and it happened to be one of those weekends where they had the community concerts at the zoo, and we walked around, looked at the zoo animals. We sat in front of the amphitheater and watched the concert and the sailboats, and like for us, that was like, wow, this is the place to be. And so this is one of
I love this. You first look at it and you kind of think they're on a dock or something, but it's of course a piano, a keyboard, and then a staff here.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, so this is one of our favorite pieces too. But we'll have all 45 of them. We invite the public to come in, and there's certainly no charge to take a look. So come join us, take a look, walk
We have
through the
until
exhibit.
when to bid on this?
4 o'clock on July 5th.
Oh,
Yeah, so we'll take.
that's pretty quick.
Yeah, we'll be open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh.
noon to 5. Friday is First Fridays. Will be open noon to 9 p.m. And then on Sunday, we'll be open from noon to 4. And so
Okay.
anytime during that week, you can come in and leave a sealed bid. You can call the office too. We'll have
Okay.
an opportunity for you to leave a bid as well.
Oh.
And we'll, as of tomorrow, we'll have the entire collection on the website too. If someone wanted to go see all 45 pieces on the
And the
website.
website being?
RacineDowntown.com.
Okay, Devin Sutherland of Downtown Racine Corporation. Thanks a lot for being on the show. Thanks to our producer, Greg Shaver. I'm Michael Burke, and we'll see you next time.